Hey everybody, Jeff, Data Nerd with IntelliHost here. Today we're going to be looking at Sam's property. Sam has a property here in San Leon, Texas. This is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, and I love this. I love this property because it highlights the reason that we need to be looking at all 4 steps of the Airbnb search funnel. There's so much more to it than just rank, folks. So we're going to show you why that's important. So let's dive into IntelliHost and see what this looks like in the dashboard. Now, we always want to start at the top of the funnel because you can only be as good as your highest step. So there's 4 steps of the search funnel. If you want to know more about these steps, you can look at prior videos and we go through each of these steps in detail. So if we start at the top, we're looking at how many eyeballs are we getting on this property, and Sam's doing really well. So look at first page impressions. This is the same as rank, meaning how many times am I appearing on first page. Sam's got 1,000 first page impressions in the last 6 days. That's a lot. Look at his competition. It's got 345 for the same time period. So he's almost triple what his competition is doing. So that's really good. There's no problem with rank here. In fact, when we even go to step 3, clicks, he's doing really well here too. His competition is getting about 59 clicks in this 6-day time period, and he's got 351. His click rate is like 35%, which is double his competition at 17%. So step 1, great. Step 2, awesome. Step 3, even better. Now step 4 is where Sam is losing his customers. Step 4 is after they've clicked on your listing, they open up the detail page and he's losing them on this step. Look at his competition. They're converting 0.66% of their clicks into bookings. Sam is only converting 0.3%. So he's converting about half at the rate that his competitors are converting. So there's something on the detail page that's keeping people from booking. And if he can fix that, he can literally double his bookings by doing just that. Okay, so let's dive into his listing itself and diagnose this. Now I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, but we're going to start with, let's say, the smallest recommendation, or the thing that's going to drive the smallest impact, and we're going to work up to the biggest impact. So the smallest thing, I think, is your description. Sam, your description is pretty brief. Now, there's nothing wrong with brevity, but the only reason people look at a description is to find the details of a home, that just to make sure that it accommodates them well. So you just need a little more information here, and it needs to be scannable. So what I'd recommend is putting in some details here that maybe show maybe like the layout of the home. I've got a property here. This is actually one of our own. I'm not saying that ours is the best description, so not saying this is a model, but there's one part of it I want to show you that might help, and that's this part. So this is a very scannable bullet format that you can use to kind of give people the details of your property to make sure that they feel comfortable booking, because they know exactly what the floor plan looks like, what's on which floor, what size bed is in each bedroom, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's something that might help your description. The next thing I'd recommend, and it looks like you've already done, I talked to Sam previously on this, but the top 5 photos really need to give you 5 reasons to book your listing. Before I had this pulled open, Sam had 3 different pictures of the outside of the home, and they were just different pictures of how close the home was to the water, which is really important. That needs to be one of your reasons, but it doesn't. You need to have more than one reason on this top 5 image. So he's changed this now. He's got this beautiful beautiful photo of the main living area with the view right there. That's another reason to book. He's got these beautiful bedrooms. That's a reason. He's got this nice remodeled kitchen and these nice remodeled bathrooms. So now he's giving people more reasons to dig deeper and to fall in love with this listing, which is great. Okay, so that's the second thing I wanted to recommend. The third thing has to do with his nightly rate. Now, again, we're trying to figure out why people aren't checking out, and I think this is a big one. When people are selecting their guest count, watch what happens when Sam goes over 12. So right now we're at, let's see, 2 guests, 3, let's just move this on up. Once he hits 12, his price starts to jump by $100 per person per night, for anything above 12. So 13, notice the price. 14, watch the price. So most people maximize the size of the home. People are trying to fit as many people as they can in the smallest home they can because that's the most price efficient thing to do. So they're probably going to they're probably going to sleep as many people as they can in his property. And when they select 16 guests, this is going to scare them away. Now, it looks like he's probably recently changed his pricing. This before I looked at it, it actually went up more dramatically. He had $100 per night per guest, and it looks like he's fixed that. So that's a good thing, and I think that'll help him convert. Now, the last thing had to do with his cancellation policy. When I check availability, he had a 0 cancellation. So that meant if somebody booked today, canceled tomorrow, they'd only get a partial refund. And then within 48 hours of booking, they would get 0. No refund whatsoever, which is pretty scary for a lot of guests because there's just some unknowns. They may have full intention of staying, but if something comes up, they want to have the ability to back out. And so I believe that is the number one issue that is keeping Sam from doubling his bookings. And it looks like he's already made most of those recommendations. But Sam, I'm really excited to do a follow-up video and see how those changes have affected your listing and see if we can double those bookings for you.